So it's shedding season. And I had Tally on my lap, and she is already out of here. Here I was, ready to show you my cat. You just saw a flick of her tail. She decided, nah, I'm not going to be part of the video today. That's okay. We'll just reposition our camera a little bit so you can see me better at least. She might be back. Now I have cat fur in my nose, which is exactly what we're going to be talking about today. Not so much cat fur in the nose, but cat fur and dog fur. This one's for my pet parents who are pet parents to the extra fluffy, or at least the extra sheddy. If you're new to my world, welcome. I'm Dr. Vicky, general chiropractor for people as well as pets. I'm a Reiki healer and a mind body coach, and I am a pet mom to an adorable, very fluffy Maine Coon cat. And I love fur kids of all varieties. So, this is the last video in our Taking Out the Trash series. And my pet parents know that this time of year, when it's spring and you're taking out the trash, one of the things you're going to be taking out is a whole lot of pet fur because it's shedding season. She's going to town on a chew toy right now. I don't know if you can hear her. It's hilarious. But right now, the fur is flying. Mostly up my nose, maybe in your mask. There's fur everywhere if you've got a fur kid that sheds. And pet parents of the extra sheddy kids, we know how important it is to keep our fur babies groomed, get a handle on all that shedding, keep them from getting mats so that they can be healthy and happy. But our pets have some secrets they would like us to know about shedding season and the sheddy situation that goes along with it, so that we can help them stay even more healthy and happy. Because there are some things we need to be looking for during the shedding season. Not just do they have tangles and how much fur is getting all over the couch and all over our pants, but there are some clues that our pets will give us about how they're doing and what might be bothering them. So let's dive into the sheddy situation and the secrets that our fur kids want us to know about the shedding season and what that means for them. So, it's shedding season. What happens, what could be going on if you find a bald spot on your fur kid? They have shed too much in one spot and the fur's just gone. Sometimes that can be a sign of a hot spot. And hot spots can come up for a variety of reasons. One of those reasons can be if there's too much fur getting trapped and not getting released, not getting removed. Not getting all over your face and staying on them. That can lead to a buildup of moisture, buildup of bacteria, and then they can get a hot spot. It could also be a sign of joint pain or discomfort if they are over grooming or over licking, or like you see them gnawing on their foot or gnawing on their wrist or their elbow. If you find tangles in new places that they did not usually have tangles, this is one that I'm noticing in Tally now. She's starting to get more tangles in the lovely ruff on her chest and also underneath of her shoulders, under her armpit. She's gotten some tangles there she didn't used to. If you start noticing tangles in new places for your fur kids, places that aren't typical for them to start getting knots and getting mats, that can be a sign of two things. That can, one, be a sign that they're moving differently than they're used to. So their fur might be getting caught up differently because they're maybe swinging that arm a little different than they used to. They could be moving differently because of some buildup of arthritis or buildup of pain. I will be completely transparent that Tally is, I'm trying to do calendar math. She was born in 2009. This is 2021. She's almost 12. If I did my math right, she's almost 12, which is getting into the senior years for kitty cats, especially purebreds. It's getting up there. So she might start, let me try that again. That wasn't cat fur. That was just my own word jumble. She might be starting to get some arthritis as she's getting up there in the years. I'll also let you know she does not like to let me adjust her because I'm mom and I'm a pushover. when your own pets are getting adjusted by a chiropractor or getting worked on by a vet, they're usually a little more accepting of it, maybe not happy about it, but accepting of it because it's not mom doing it. When it's mom doing it, it's a different thing. Have you ever tried to give your kiddo fur or otherwise a pill and they're like, but the doctor can do it and they take it, no problem? Same thing. I'm mom, so I'm just petting her weird when I try to adjust her basically. And she's like, what are you doing, mom? I'm out of here. So she could probably benefit from an adjustment and me being a little more determined in making that happen and not being quite so much of a pushover. If your own fur baby is starting to get tangles in new places, could be a sign they're moving differently. Why are they moving differently? Could be some arthritis, could be some joint pain, or some pain from something else. If they've just had an injury that they're recovering from that you knew about, it's the same as when you have an injury you're recovering from. You move a little bit different, they're going to be moving a little bit differently too. Tangles in new places can also be a sign of something else, especially in kitty cats. It could mean that they have some decreased mobility and some challenges in how they're able to move that's preventing them from being able to reach certain spots to groom them. Cats are usually very good about grooming themselves. They want to make sure their fur is immaculate, especially my very queenly cat. She wants to look pristine all the time. So the fact that she's starting to get some new tangles might mean that she's not able to reach those spots quite so well because something is giving her a challenge in joint mobility. Next sign we need to think about is when we are grooming them, our dogs or our cats, and whether we're grooming them ourselves or we're taking them to a groomer, are they more reluctant to the grooming process than they used to be? If you're trying to pick up that arm so you can groom under their arm or on their belly, and they just don't want to let you raise that arm, or if they're getting more aggressive than they used to be, and you hear those growls or you start to get those little warning nips, they're really not happy about this whole situation, and that is not normal for them. That's the main thing I'm stressing in all of these points. What is new and not normal for them? Because some pets just do not like being groomed and never have and never will. They still need to be groomed. But if they've never been happy about it, chances are if they're showing that they're not happy about it, that's nothing new. But if it used to not bother them, but now they don't want to let you position them, or they don't want you to groom them at all, that could be a sign that maybe that position change that you're putting them into is uncomfortable or even outright painful. They don't want to let you put them into pain. They're trying to keep themselves out of pain. Or, especially in the aggressive side, it could be that they had a negative experience in the past with being groomed. Either somebody at home or somebody at a groomer. And especially if they seem off after they have been to a groomer or been to someone else and you didn't see them get groomed, they seem a little bit off after that. Something might have happened. Not necessarily that the groomer did anything wrong, but if they were resistant to things, they might have yanked really hard. They might have fought against their leash. They might have gotten real squirmy in their kennel in between appointments while they were waiting for you to come pick them up. On occasion, pets do try to take a leap off of the grooming table while they're tethered to it. That's not fun for anybody. So if they seem a little bit off after their grooming session, after you get them home, they might be having a challenge. So they might have been resistant to something and just gone squirrely and knocked something off kilter, knocked something into a position it shouldn't be, and now their joints aren't moving so well, or they're in pain. They're reluctant to you grooming them or to someone else grooming them, either reluctant to the position change or acting more aggressive than they usually do. Could be that something's uncomfortable for them in that situation, or could be that they had a negative experience in the past. If you notice any of these signs, get your pet checked by a vet to make sure there's nothing major going on, and also get them checked by an animal chiropractor who's trained and specialized in working with animals. There are some human chiropractors out there who say that they work on pets that do not have training. Pets are not the same as humans on an anatomical level. The joints move different and there are different numbers. Everything's different. It's very similar but different. So make sure you get them checked by a chiropractor who is trained to work with critters. And also get them checked out by a vet too. We want to make sure everything's good on the medical side and that everything's good on the biomechanical side, on how they're moving, as well as how their body is behaving on a health level. Again, we want to look for bald spots that are new. We want to look for tangles in new places. And we want to look to see if they are reluctant to grooming, either with the position change or new aggression that they didn't used to have. If you notice those signs, get them looked at by a vet and by an animal chiropractor. And if you're curious if I'm the right fit to be working with your pets, pay no attention to the fact that my cat took off. She doesn't mind being adjusted at all. And a lot of my fur kids that I work with in the vet clinics that I work out of absolutely love when they are adjusted. And so many of their pets, their parents let me know, hey, they are like a whole new animal. That sounds like something that your pet might enjoy. Let's see if I'm the right fit for them. And if I'm not, I'll give you the next step on where to go instead. I want your pets to be as healthy and as happy and at their very best as possible. So let's see if we can make that happen. Let's see if I'm the right fit for them. Give me a voicemail or a text message on my direct line and let me know that you'd like a no-charge phone consultation to see if I'm the right fit for your fur baby. You can reach me at 636-751-3150, or you can hop on over to my website at completewellnesscc.com and click on that tab that says set your consult. And just let me know that we're going to be talking about your fur kid. All right. Enjoy the shedding season. Give your fur babies lots of love. Try not to get too much pet hair in your coffee. It happens. Fur is a condiment, at least in my house. I'm going to try to get the rest of the fur out of my nose. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.